What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to go over a small update on Silent Hill 2's remake. This actually came directly from Bloober Team over on Twitter. Small, but I kind of think it goes a long way. And I feel like, before we get into what it is, I feel like it kind of just continues to build this narrative that I've really been saying for a while, which is, every time we hear it, every time we see it, I know there's still the naysayers, and that's totally cool. If you're against the game or if you're worrying about the game, I have respect to that, as long as you respect the other side. But I do think the more we've seen of it and the more we've heard of it, it sounds better or looks better. I think it's improved every time. And again, does that make for an amazing game by the time it comes out? Maybe. Or maybe it makes for a fine game, right? Whatever it ends up being. So let's look over their tweet really fast and we'll talk about it. They say, looking for the most immersive way to play Silent Hill 2, you'll have the option to turn off all UI elements. We've also created a 90s filter with grain effect, color correction, and screen adjustments to complete the old school experience. And from what it looks like, the video itself looks grainy. Twitter does not do a good job with any video in terms of the compression and whatnot. So I assume that is a example of what they're talking about. Well, actually, it might be an example of everything, right? Because it's just the screen. There is no UI, and it also does look grainy, so it's very possible that it's highlighting that as well. And again, I don't think it's anything game-changing. If you were a fan, you're still going to be a fan. If you were not a fan, you're still not going to be. I don't think this moves the needle at all, right? But I do think that's a good touch. I think, and I don't even honestly do it, but I like whenever a game gives you the option to remove the UI, I tend to like it. I just like that option. Funny enough, I never actually end up using it. Maybe once or twice, maybe in the last 10 years, but mostly I leave it on. I mean, I've talked about it before. I do need my handheld for a lot of specifically puzzle games I struggle with. Silent Hill 2, I didn't do too bad with when I actually just replayed it a few weeks ago. You'll see that video and also a few weeks from now. I didn't struggle too hard, but it was a struggle at times. And, I tend to have games hold my hand maybe a little bit more than the average person. So I like to have the UI just because it's let me just see what's going on. Let me see, different menus and different things. But I do appreciate the look of a game, especially if the UI is cluttered. I don't really think Silent Hill 2 has that problem in general, but if it is a messy UI, then you probably would want the option to be able to turn it off. And then, the 90s kind of thing. Well, the game came out in 2001, but I get what I guess they're going for. A little bit more feeling of the time. We're not in 2001 anymore. We're in 2024. That's kind of the point of the remake, right? Is to kind of make it for 2024, but to kind of capture the soul and the spirit of what made it special in 2001. So I don't know. I guess the film grain stuff, it'll put you back into that era. I was 5, maybe even 4 when the game came out, so I can't really relate to the people that played it right away, but I can understand it. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure, as always, you're subscribed to the channel, bell icon turned on, and I hope to see you all on the next one.